Hello Facebook ads people. As you can understand, we have a major crash with Facebook and Instagram, so it's the time for a new video. Let me tell you what actually happened. I'm not going to really go deep into the technical side and what happened with the servers and the routers. The truth is that Facebook announced that it wasn't hacking. Basically, it was some problems with the routers, that they were not sending back signals to the servers, and some other technical things that, to be honest with you, I don't really know how to evaluate and believe or not. It doesn't really matter. What I really want to focus is what happened after the break of Facebook and all of this shut down, and why most of the advertisers have done a lot of mistakes on the aftermath of this tragic event. So, first of all, let's discuss about Facebook and what they have done. I can pull out a message here that I have seen on the Ad Manager. It says, today, October 4th, 2021, many people had trouble accessing our apps and products, including our ad platform. We are recovering from the outage that caused disruptions in ad delivery across our platforms and services are in the process of being restored. We recognize how disruptive this may have been for advertising and apologize for any inconvenience that this may have caused. Not a single line about any refund, giving us some credit, something, okay? Seriously, the platform was down for 6 hours, okay? Even Twitter posted a tweet saying, hello, literally everyone. Everybody left Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and they have been to other platforms for 6 hours, and just Facebook gave 2 lines of a message saying that everything is fine and we apologize and sorry for that, and keep spending your money with us, it's okay. I'm not going to even bother to read their tweet because it's kind of the same message. It's not like we haven't seen this kind of messages from time to time when they reply about restricted accounts or anything, but I'm going to give you a print screen. You might be able to see it as long as I'm talking now, so that you can understand how general this answer was, answering nothing about it, and why this actually caused many raids from the advertisers. But now, let me tell you what we could have done as advertisers in order to protect ourselves. Before we jump into the details of how you could have protected yourself, I'm actually a little bit, annoyed from what happened yesterday. I'm feeling like everybody was like,
give us Facebook, Instagram.
like zombies, They were trying to actually go back to the platform to post an image or to say their opinion about it. Imagine wanting to say how bad is Facebook and Facebook is not there so that you can post how bad is Facebook.
Με τον πόνο, κυρία Τζούλια. Εσείς βοηθήστε με, κυρία Τζούλια.
And I can understand it, but I feel like people sometimes, they behave a little bit, excessive. Okay, and to be honest with you, the fact that one provider only, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, shut down and we had only TikTok or Twitter just to do something else, it means that our lives are a little bit sad.
But if people are not on Facebook or on Instagram, you will not have clients.
Shh, that's not the point now. This is not another video about my conspiracy theories about Facebook and stuff. I don't want to focus on anything like that. This is why you're not going to see my conspiracy meter. But let me tell you what happened. So for the 6 hours that Facebook was not actually working, the ads were not running. Okay, we all know that. And guess what happened? The moment that the platform was live, all the ads started running for less people, because a lot of people left the platform and were not there because it was down. They went for a walk, they did other kind of stuff with their life. So what happened is that all of our ads started spending like crazy for the rest of the day because they missed the 6 hours. It's like when you're launching one of your ads in the evening and it's spending all of the daily budget until the end of the day. So this is what happened, and I can tell you that in some accounts it wasn't painful, it was actually profitable, which is kind of strange. Maybe the conspiracy meter can appear now, but never mind. But on the other hand, I can tell you that there are some accounts that they had major issues, especially the accounts that they were spending big, because they were spending like crazy when there were not enough people on the platform to actually buy. So what you should have done, close your ads, okay? I have done it with several businesses. I closed the ads, and I didn't do the mistake number 2, which is something that most of the people did. So what people do, they went the next day actually, and all of them launched their ads. That means that we have a massive amount of ads being launched on the same day, and nobody actually waited. So the next day was actually very bad.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of advertisers and we had a bad day. Of course, as you can understand, I'm talking about the majority of the accounts. There are some accounts that are going to be exceptions, or they are going to be different from the others. Okay, I accept that. But if you have an account which is not a crazy account with crazy ROAS or whatever, you should have waited 1 or 2 days in order for the others to launch their ads, close the ad sets that they were not working, so the budget of the advertisement was going to drop. And these are the things that I truly believe that everybody should have done. But in my opinion, the problem is that people do not think how Facebook is working. They just launch ads, they just want to follow blueprints. You just need to think every single time that Facebook is putting a challenge in front of us, and clearly for the last year they are putting a lot of challenges to all of the advertisers, you need to think what the most people are going to do, how the market works, supply and demand. If everybody is putting ads on the same day and the supply stays the same or it's decreased a little bit, then you have a big problem. Why Black Friday is working? Black Friday is working because we have more demand and we have the same supply. Okay, maybe with bigger budgets, but even in that period we have bigger budgets, but the demand is so high that is covering all of that. So in other words, don't just blame Facebook about closing the platform or having an issue with the platform for 6 hours. Of course, as I said, they should have given a credit or something else to compensate for all that happened. But also think about your mistakes. You should have closed your ads, you should have waited a little bit for all the others to start advertising, so that you will not have a very difficult launching of your ads, which is also very important for your initial optimization. If you start thinking like this, you will not just blame the others, but you will also see how you could have adapted in this specific situation. I'm going to see you in a future video.